How we doing, people? How we doing? It's Chris Graham here from Sportingbet, alongside Mark O'Hare from Sportingbet. Looking ahead to the Football League this weekend for our chums at welovebetting.co.uk. As you can see, we're bang in the middle of central London. You look at all these offices with guys in suits, scumbags in suits right behind us. This is the kind of filthy environment we work in, Mark. Us working class boys, well, you're middle class, but I'm middle class, absolutely. But anyway, enough of this talk. How did your offer go last week? An incredibly generous offer last week. How did it go?
Probably too generous. That's what I'm told from the bosses. Got in quite a bit of trouble over that.
Yeah, I did hear actually you're short as even money to be the next Sportingbet employee to lose his job. It was pretty close, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did get called into an office and asked to explain myself, but we got there eventually.
Absolutely.
I think these guys enjoyed it, the viewers enjoyed it.
No wonder.
Plenty more emails than I expected on Saturday morning. Too many to keep up with, but thanks. Yeah. Apologies for those who didn't quite understand the free bet refunds which we were offering, but again, we got there in the end.
I think absolutely. So and you're a bit of a glutton for punishment, Mark, because you're going in again this weekend. Incredibly, he's got another offer here.
Determined to make it work. Determined to get something right here.
Determined to get the sack.
Again, it's going to be quite simple, not anywhere near as generous, but back yourself a Football League treble at Sportingbet this weekend. I'm going to have to put a restriction in, making each leg at least 1 to 2 or bigger.
That's fair.
And then if you lose your Football League treble this weekend, we refund it as a free bet if QPR beat Huddersfield in the Championship.
Right. So QPR have to beat Huddersfield, but it's a very short price to do so.
3 to 5 to beat Huddersfield.
Well, that's fair enough. And they've got to email you.
Yeah, email me, mark.o'hare@sportingbet.com. We'll put all the details in the info of this YouTube video and fire away.
Excellent, good stuff. Let's crack on then, eh? And start with a League One game taking place this weekend between Gillingham and Swindon. Mark, what are you backing here?
Well, I think we talked about Swindon last weekend, didn't we? And they proved us completely right by losing away at Peterborough. Beating Peterborough at home, and then losing away at Rock Bottom Stevenage on Tuesday night. A fine example of what they're doing this season. So absolutely staggered to see 9 to 4 on offer for Gillingham to beat them at the Priestfield Stadium this weekend. Too generous, too big. They were beaten 3-0 away at Colchester in a monstrosity of an away kit. It was awful. So was the performance. But they're back on home territory, and I think they've got to be back this weekend. Started the season off with just 2 points from their opening 4 games under Martin Allen at home. But since then they've won 5, drawn 2, lost 3 at home. Beat Wolves last time out as well. The strike partnership of Danny Kedwell and Cody McDonald is a danger for any League One defence, in my opinion. So there's plenty there to think that Gillingham at 9 to 4 is too big. But this is based more on Swindon's terrible away record, losing 8 of 13 away now. 12 is 17th further back. Yet they're 11 to 10 favourites for to win this match. Just doesn't add up to me. I'm actually going to play it a little bit safer though. I'm putting Gillingham at 13 to 10 in the draw no bet market up. Again, to me, far too big a price here. A little bit extra security and guards against the draw too.
Okay, but I just laughed there because I heard the words "bad kit" and Martin Allen in the same sentence. Recollections of that horrible cardigan he wore at the IT.
It wasn't that bad.
It's horrible, Mark. Have some taste.
Wasn't that bad.
Middle class cardigan. Anyway, talking about Scunthorpe next, and we were up in arms a few weeks ago when Brian Laws got the sack. Outrageous decision, and of course they've struggled since, Mark, haven't they?
Yeah, not quite. But to be fair, I mean, everyone felt the same. Bar Scunthorpe media and fans, from what I've discovered, they're all quite not so much pro decision, but weren't so surprised about the decision. But what a job Ross Wilcox has done since taking charge. 7 wins from 9. They're the complete talk of League 2 at the moment. They're 2 points clear at the top of the table, and not just that, it's the signings they've made in January which have really hit League 2 by storm. Gary McSheffrey, the latest to sign. Paddy Madden, probably the highlight, signing from Yeovil, League One's top goal scorer last season. Marcus Williams, David Sayers, they've also signed. Wimbledon visit this weekend, and you can't really be putting Scunthorpe up at 3 to 4 in a video like this. But what you can do is look elsewhere. I found Scunthorpe to score over 1.5 goals at 9 to 10, which I think is very backable and a very fair price. They've done so in 8 of the last 9 matches. And more impressively for me, only 3 of those 9 matches are actually at home at Glanford Park. So in 5 of those away games, they were scoring at least 2 goals or more. Wimbledon arrive having won 1, drawn 2 and lost 4 of the last 7. Beaten at home 2-0 by Torquay last weekend. Neil Ardley said all 10 of his outfield players were woefully off their game, which doesn't exactly bode too well for a visit to the league leaders. Normally they like to keep things tight at the back, so but I just can't really ignore this Scunthorpe firepower now. Scunthorpe at 9-10 holds many appeal to score over 1.5 goals.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for Brian Laws. Brian, once again, just give us a ring if you want to go out for a drink and drown your sorrows.
I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, oh, that's cruel. Poor Brian.
Bring me Russ every day.
Yeah, poor Brian.
Much better.
On the dope queue, having it tough. What a shame. What's your next pick? Oh, you got it here. League 2, Newport been great, haven't they, this season? They might have consecutive promotions under the very much undervalued Justin Edinburgh, unglamorous Justin Edinburgh. But quickly, what's the bet here?
They played Dagenham. Both teams have kind of gone off the boil a little bit recently. Newport have won 3 of 10 matches, losing 4 of those. They've actually slipped outside the playoff places now as well, but I'm opting to keep them on side this weekend because only 3 of those 10 matches actually came at home, of which they won 2 of them, and it's at Rodney Parade, their home ground, where they do their best work. They've won 7, drawn 1, lost 2 at home in League 2, and a 19-20 a price I think is too good to turn down here. Dagenham enjoyed an excellent first half of the season, but since then they've dropped off. 1-3, drew 2, lost 9 of the last 14. Worryingly, away from home is where things have really gone wrong. Drawn 1, lost 6 of the last 7 away. And I think that's exactly the reason why he needs to get back involved with Newport here at 19-20. A touch under evens, I think, is great value.
Excellent. So Newport for Mark here. Before we close for the night, what's your offer?
Back a Football League treble, any markets you want. Just make sure each leg is at least 1 to 2, and then if you lose your treble, we'll refund you as a free bet as long as QPR beat Huddersfield. Just email me at mark.o'hare@sportingbet.com.
Nice one. It's Mark O'Hare, a man heading for the sack.